blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Standing in front of the Dragonborn, because guess what? You are the big dude in the big armor, and you're the scariest thing on the battlefield. So he's gonna go after you.
Okay, you only got one going after you.
Shoot,
in that case.
There you go.
Item roll for him.
Does an 18 hit your AC?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
nice.
He is impervious.
19?
20.
Nice.
The other
You
one
got a
has
big
just
dude
watched
that's
this
getting
elven
scarred.
wizard make 2 of his guys scream in pain and is going to charge at the wizard.
Haha.
Hey, weird.
Actually, you know what? He's not charging at the wizard. He wants to keep his distance from you. He thinks you are scary as shit.
I just flambéed 2 guys.
You just flambéed 2 of his guys. So he is going to toss a dagger at you.
Funk.
Does 17 hit your AC?
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
17 hits your AC.
You're coffee. You're a squishy wizard. What do you expect?
So fortunately it's a small dagger, but it hits you right in a really squishy spot, and you're going to take 9 damage. He didn't even hear me.
Nope.
So dagger comes flying out off of this dwarf's hand, and it hits you right in the gut for 9 damage.
In the gut for 9 damage.
Hey, now you can collect your own blood.
There you go.
I'm a little pissed.
Isn't that the strongest kind of blood magic?
Yeah, you're supposed to like stab yourself in the hand and
Right.
just go blah.
Yeah.
Spray blood everywhere.
Alright, so next up would be Alas.
Okay.
So you've got a couple of options. I don't need to explain things to you. What
Can
would
I
you
use my minor though?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's at
So
will.
do I just have one guy in front of me?
You can have up to 1 or 2 in a group in front of you, depending on what you're going to use.
My target?
That's the night that we take you out. We'll be completely hammered.
You're going to try to mark somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have, this is the thing that I forgot, is that my feat is distant vengeance. So when I swear an oath of enmity, I can roll attack rolls twice on a distant target.
Okay, so let's assume for the moment both of these are at a distance.
Okay,
So
so I'll just swear an oath of enmity on one of them,
Okay.
and then I'm going to try to sunstrike him.
Okay.
Drunk. I need to drunk.
Okay, that's going to hit me.
Probably.
Oh, cool.
Plus 1. That's a 23 versus reflex.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Yeah.
5, 6,
There's a dog
9.
9. He goes, ah! And glares at you, but he's still standing.
Alright.
He is still standing. Alright, next up, Zavros. What is
Goodbye.
Bye. What is your reflex? Because you've tied with goblins.
13.
Alright, goblins go first. So one of the goblins is the one that Alas just hit, so it's gonna come charging at you with its short sword.
Our leader? We have no.
What?
There's a cleric.
There's a cleric.
You just defaulted to the cleric to make him leader?
He's the only leader character here.
Wait, what about the dwarf?
Okay,
Oh, God, no.
Are you meaning leader as in the person in charge of the
Party
party?
leader.
Okay.
Who rolls initiative when you run into bad guys?
Everybody does. This is 4E. Everybody rolls
Everyone
initiative.
rolls initiative. Yeah.
You get your own
really
initiative.
changed that?
Yeah.
I think it's time we
It's
go home.
nice,
You can
though.
read up on it and come back and play.
Okay, so
I'm listening.
there's
It all
one
makes sense,
goblin.
so just-
The one goblin you
fix
just
it.
shot in the face, Alas,
Playing with your level 2.
comes charging at you with its short sword.
Charging at me.
But it criticaled, which means I get to. It's a critical failure, so I get to.
Oh, okay. Doesn't everybody get to drink?
Yes, everybody gets a drink. So here's house rule. There's 2 things. There's called a critical success, which if you roll a natural 20, that means you automatically hit, and you automatically do max damage. So if you roll your little d20 and a 20 appears, it's party central and you do max damage. If you roll a 1, it's called a critical failure, and it means no matter what your modifier is, you miss, and you miss horribly. And my house rule is everybody has to drink. So even though the DM just missed and missed horribly, everybody has to drink.
But the DM was man enough to admit
You know what?
That
I would
they
be
just-
rolling in front of everybody,
But
but
there's
there's
not
not enough room, and you know what? He can see what I'm rolling anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'll police her.
In the older stuff, a critical miss.
Man, you
Actually
actually hit your
damage
ally.
It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt.
No.
Damage
this-
yourself, damage anyone close to you.
No.
Basically, the drunk guy in the room with the beer bottle going.
Exactly. No, in this case, if you
Swing a
won,
sword,
it just
cut
means
your
no
own
matter
arm off.
what your modifier is, you just.
You're on your ass.
The only thing now is there are some powers in where you hit every enemy, and some where you hit every creature. So some of the magical effects you got to be careful about with their area of effect, and that's the only way you can hurt somebody. All right, so first goblin swings at you and
Trips over his own feet.
trips over his own feet and practically stabs himself in the foot. Second goblin
Way to
is
go.
looking at you.
Again.
You've got the big
Yeah, I
armor.
know.
He's coming after you. He is going to 19 versus AC.
Still no.
You've got a 20 AC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, I keep
Hey.
forgetting that.
You're the one who rolled this character.
I know, but
You
that's-
rolled the character.
Yeah, I pre-made almost
That's
all of
awesome.
them. So, but he's it makes sense. I just forgot how high his AC is. So he actually kind of nicks your armor a little bit. Doesn't do any damage. His sword flies off, and he gives you this surprise look, like, "Oh shit." And that is the end of his turn. But that means that Zavros gets to go. So
Yay.
you've got at least one, if maybe three goblins in front of you, all looking at you with their rusty short swords, like, "Oh fuck."
If only I could use my dragon breath right now.
Yeah, that's an encounter.
Yeah, I know.
You'll get that
I know,
next.
I know.
Next one.
Okay,
I thought you might have a
You do a
cleave. I
broad
can't remember if you have a
sweep kinda
cleave or
thing?
not, or something that gets two of them.
no.
right.
Everything is just one creature.
Well, I can tell you at least two of the three guys in front of you are looking pretty damn wobbly. So if you want to go
Okay.
after one of the bloodied guys,
Yeah.
bloodied means they're at half their hit points.
Yeah.
Or if you're if you've got like pretty strong attacks, go for the one that's not damaged and let the other guys
Yeah.
pick off them.
What I think. Okay. Which one is the most damaged?
There's one who's a stiff wind will blow him over. There's
Okay.
one a good hit will blow him over, and there's one who hasn't been hit at all.
Okay, I'm gonna. The first one I'm gonna use a minor action. I'm gonna use Divine Challenge on the one who's hurt the most.
Okay.
It says you mark the target mark class until you use this power again. Mark also ends at the end of your turn if you didn't engage the target, meaning you neither attacked it during your turn nor are adjacent to it at the end of your turn.
Yeah, you can keep using it every time it's
Yeah.
your turn, but basically
Yeah.
once you mark him, he's marked unless you don't attack him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that's about to fall over, you've marked.
Yeah.
And what does that do?
Until the mark ends, the target takes radiant damage the first time each round when it targets any of your allies with an attack power that doesn't include you as a target.
Okay. So basically, that means he's marked him. He said, "I'm coming after you." And most of your marks will do the same
I see.
thing.
Yeah.
That means that specific goblin, if he attacks anybody other than him, will actually take damage.
Yeah,
Hey,
All
Betty, when I told you I'd kill you last, I lied.
I lied.
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. All right.
Okay.
So that's your minor. You
Yeah.
still have a standard.
Yeah, then I'm gonna just do a basic melee attack, which is.
You're not going to use one of your at-wills? My suggestion would be, if it says basic melee or basic range, to avoid those unless you absolutely have to, use one of your at-wills. You'll get a much bigger effect from it. In fact, most of you... I
Actually,
should've
no.
pulled.
That's the thing. My basic attack does more than Strike of Hope or Bolstering Strike.
Huh.
Actually, no. Strike of Hope does the same amount of damage. Actually,
Yeah, they usually have other effects.
yeah. This one.
The basic melee is only for you going to be if you have a... if you get an attack of opportunity.
Actually,
on something.
okay. Actually, yeah, that's a good
Which I'll
point.
explain.
How close is Bernannan again?
Far enough away. At the
Shit.
moment.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Or close enough. What do you need him to be in this case?
Thing stuck me in the finger.
Because if I use Strike of Hope, he gains temporary hit points equal to my Charisma modifier.
Do it. He's close enough for that.
Okay, I'll use Strike of Hope against
Okay.
Pipsqueak then.
This is a what versus what?
Strength versus AC.
Yeah,
All right,
you should
go for
play
it.
a chick.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I'm
which
trying
guy
to-
is this? Is this guy you marked?
trying
The
to raise
super
someone who
bloodied one
I
that you
used-
marked.
I
Yeah.
never
The super bloodied
choose.
one. Go for
So I
it.
chose the wizard. It's like, well, I never choose a girl, so I chose a girl.
Okay, so add. There's usually at least a modifier.
Yeah, it's
Never assume. Always add your modifiers and see what it says.
yeah, it's plus 8, so it's
Not a bad
No,
modifier.
11.
11.
All right.
11
Oh, yeah,
versus
and-
his AC.
You come close. You swing over the top of his head, and he ducks a little bit, but you do miss.
Yeah.
All right.
The problem with
Fair
lawful evil
That's all right.
is she believes in a sense of
And
right,
then finally
but
up
there's
is
no
Cookie.
reason
Cloaky.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Cloaky.
matter how she gets it.
Sorry, you have the
The
worst.
real bad
So
one is
Well, it's already been
Plus one guy
changed.
is just as good.
I got my text message as to what the name should be.
I know, right?
Losh.
I think it's Losh.
Losh?
oh,
Pretty
pretty
positive.
Losh?
it's
L-O-S-H? Losh?
Yes.
You
Losh.
only get to change it once.
That's the only time I've ever changed my name because I was waiting for a no
Alright.
response. Losh.
There are a couple of really bloody goblins nearby. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm thinking to use the. Well, I'm gonna light a cigarette as a free action.
Okay.
Take a quick drag,
All right.
and then
You take 1 HP and lung cancer damage.
done.
I'm serious.
like-
Yeah, I'm down.
You take
you
1
already
hit point
get hit?
damage.
No, I haven't been hit yet, so yeah.
I'm
So.
gonna go take 1 hit point and damage.
Tell me about it.
In any case, so I'm gonna use minor hunter's core. Which one of these two guys looks the bloodiest of the bloodies?
The one that he just missed that he marked, a stiff wind could knock him
maybe-
over.
So I'm gonna use my hunter's core on the other guy that looks the
Okay.
stronger. And so that's going to
It doesn't matter.
do stuff. And then I'm gonna use my twin strike, which can target 1 or 2 characters. And
Okay.
it's,
So there's actually those two that are really, really bloodied are right next to each other. So is it this? You hit one. and
I've
you
got
can-
2 long swords. I'm gonna pull them out and just
through both of them.
yeah.
All right. So
And so that's
You have to roll the hit roll.
you have to roll. Let's roll to hit the,
All right, and that's gonna
the
be-
one you marked first.
all right, cool. And so and it's with a D20.
Yep.
Yeah, but what's
always.
your modifier?
My modifier is +5, and then there's also an modifier for the hunter's quarry.
So you'll get it on the first one.
Wait,
so,
that doesn't give you a modifier for your attack.
well, no, this is right there, right?
No, that's not for your attack.
That's not
roll,
for the
that's
attack,
what
that's for
I'm
the
saying.
damage. So
So it's
Just plus
strength. No, strength.
so
Strength
he's
for-
got the kind
Your
of
strength
mark
modifier
in
plus
where
5.
so
Your
he
strength
marks the
modifier is
guy.
plus 2.
my strength
And
modifier
his
is
mark
+2.
means if
Yeah,
the guy
but
he
it's
marks
plus
doesn't
five
attack
because
him,
you're
he
plus
gets
three
hurt.
Yeah,
What
so it's
David
plus.
has is I'm going to mark you, and if I hit you, I get to do extra damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like mine.
That's like
Yeah, we
yours?
both we
Yeah,
both
because
have,
they're both
we both have-
rangers.
They're
so
both
probably-
hunter's quarry.
All right, so you're going after the one you marked first.
Yeah,
Yep.
This
so
is
roll the
versus
hit.
what?
This is versus AC.
Okay.
7.
7.
That misses.
Awesome.
Okay, now
He-
roll to hit the other one.
He is hanging on by the skin of his teeth, but you do not hit him. All right, and so you're going after the other one now, right?
What is AC?
Yeah.
AC
Armor
armor
class.
class.
Well,
yeah.
it's also or dexterity versus AC. Well, that's for range, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is.
Plus 5.
And that was the same thing. I rolled it, so it's 7 again.
So you whoosh, whoosh. You look really impressive doing it, but both the goblins kind of tumble out of the way. The one is still holding.
What do I
in his
roll to make
intestines.
fun of him?
Pretty much anything.